All right, well, it's been 5 days since an open conflict broke out between Israel and Iran, and it is showing no signs of slowing down. The conflict has forced Donald Trump to cut short his visit to Canada for the G7 summit, and he has denied ceasefire being the reason for that decision. Israel has claimed to eliminate another senior Iranian military commander, Shadmami, who was Iran's wartime chief of staff. Iran, in response, claims to have struck the Mossad headquarters and has launched over 400 ballistic missiles towards Tel Aviv. The G7 leaders have affirmed that Israel has a right to defend itself, and Iran claims this statement favors Israel. With missiles raining, jets flying, and aggressive statements continuing, where does this war head in the next 24 hours is the big question. Let's first understand Israel's perspective as well. Joining us on the program is Ambassador Prabhu Dayal, former diplomat. Aharon Levarko, Israeli journalist who served in the Israeli Defense Force for 9 years, is joining us as well. He's joining us from Netanya, Israel. Dr. S.K. Datta, acclaimed international conservative expert, is also with us on the program to talk more about this. All right. Aharon, I'll come to you first. Thank you for taking up the time and speaking with us. Well, we are in India and we are trying to understand how intense this conflict is, Aharon. But from whatever we learn is that it's a full-out war between these two nations. Israel, of course, preempts that all that nuclear infrastructure that Iran has created is predominantly and primarily being done or being developed to target Israel and annihilate Israel. Is that the reason why Israel has waged this war?
Absolutely, positively, yes. For years, they have been threatening Israel to annihilate us. Whether it's using nuclear weapons or whatever weapons they have, we take their threats very seriously. We did the same with Saddam Hussein from Iraq. We did the same with Syria, Assad, and we're doing the same with the Ayatollahs and what they started in 1978-79 with the Islamic Revolution, the call to take over the West, to pull down the West, to destroy the West. And we can see in many, many countries in the West that are actually being taken over. So in a preemptive strike, and you mentioned the war started 5 years ago. Actually, this war has been going on for years. It's called a shadow war, where there have been operatives from the Iranians in the guise, in the face of Hamas, Hezbollah, all of their different proxies. They started on October the 7th. It didn't start 5 days ago. The Iranians have been sitting in the shadows while their proxies, who they have been funding, have been doing the dirty work. And so the issue of the nuclear issue is why Israel made a preemptive strike, which is what's called counter-terrorism. We are seeing what's coming our way, and we're not going to wait until that happens. And so we struck hard, and we're continuing to do it, and we won't stop until that threat is gone.